Hello everyone and welcome to another I Pick My Butt video. We're going to be playing more Blink today. We're going to be playing Saffron Fields with the Tank Commander on Brutal. And just to show you that we can do it, we're going to be using this with no advisors for you today. So when you go to beat it, it'll only be that much easier for you to play it. So let's get started right off here. We'll make a name Jungle Tiger. And we're going to be starting off right in this main city in the center here. Delta Yankee, that's my favorite spot to go by. District representatives to start off with, services discussions, and then we're going to go down to effective procurement, which is going to cause the initiatives to do less corruption when we get them. Get into water supplies, and I did try the tactics I used for Black Caves on this. Really didn't work too well for me, so I just kind of went back to the way I normally would play Saffron Fields and ended up beating it. Kind of like the video I showed you on normal on how to beat the Tank Commander with any level. That's the one you could use for this too, but we're going to be showing you on Brutal because it is going to be a little different here. So you can see we did outreach office there, and one of the things I've been doing is a lot of international assistance. I like this because we can actually have some funding from an outside source, free money to pretty much say. Did main roads there. I've also been noticing a lot on doing the roads. You can actually watch them build, and I think it's kind of cool seeing that, you know, the roads get larger, the traffic goes faster. That's for that NGO right there. We're going to do funding only. You can do the R ones, but it is going to get a little out of control with corruption and the amount of initiatives that are getting pumped out. So be cautious if you do those. I like the funding because that's free money and it works for me. So went back in, did anti-corruption, and we're going to get the insurgents starting to pop out here pretty soon. So we're going to have to wait some of this money to kind of just bank up on it. And when they do, then we'll start pumping out some troops. But if anybody's played Saffron Fields, I always think that that's kind of the easiest one there is out of them all. And it doesn't seem too difficult if we're just going to kind of squash these guys in the corner. So obviously we have to get a tank going first. One of the things I did forget to do is in that military tab, the bottom left corner, there's a thing kind of to prevent the tanks from doing damage. I forgot to do that right away. Later, I was getting a little bit of my support lost on that. So if you do a tank, keep in mind, lower left of the military tab, I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it's $10 for it. And that's going to keep your tanks from killing your support. So we'll go back in here, get another troop going. I always kind of like to switch between National and the Coalition, just so they're kind of pumping out, because those Nationals do take a while. But keep an eye on that corruption. We're really trying to keep that down. This one I wasn't really too concerned about finding the rebel bases because they are in the mountains right now, where I used to just kind of want to try to squash these guys out. Black Caves has really kind of got me in the thought process of, yeah, they're in the mountains, they're not bothering anybody, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. But what I try to do when using the tanks is I want to build kind of a straight across line that those insurgents can't get by. But keep in mind, if we don't actually have the intel on the zone there, it's still gray. They'll just go running right through it. So that can be a little bit difficult at times. PNR, that's a huge one for me. I love PNR, especially when we get some initiatives going. That can be a really huge boost sometimes. But really for me, like I said, we're just kind of trying to find things here. We're trying to open up these zones. This really wasn't too bad. I didn't get the highest score on it because I didn't really do too many civilian initiatives. But you kind of see what we're starting with here. And this is really what works. If I see that corruption go up, I'm going to go and do more anti-corruption. Other than that, we'll probably pump out some garrisons here pretty soon. And that way we can kind of use those to kind of feed the support to our other troops. Keep in mind, the tanks cannot support the actual troops, and that makes it very difficult. So we do need to have a couple of actual troops, whether they're National or Coalition, to kind of get into those mountains to kind of help each other out. I did go through and do the drones on there and use the one that the drone does provide more combat support to the troops also, so that's a big help. But kind of watch it out. Like I said, this was pretty straightforward for me, although I will say I had like 28% chance that the insurgents would refuse the peace treaty, and they actually refused it on me. So that was a little bit of a tricky one there. I lost some support on it. Had to wait another couple of months to get it going again. But it was enough to get me to do the peace treaty. I had enough reputation to choose the middle row on it, and things just kind of worked out. So let me know what you guys think of this video. Hopefully this is helpful for you. If you're having troubles on these, you know, don't hesitate to post questions in the comments below. People are more willing to help. But also check out the Rebel Inc. Reddit page. That's where a lot of stuff's going on right now, a lot of communication. You can even actually talk with the developers on it. And it's been a big help for me and a lot of others I know that are playing this game. So let me know what you think of this. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. And other than that, guys, remember, I pick my butt.